What is going on, everybody? It is Alchemy Gaming here, back with another episode of the Simply Bedrock Survival Series. In the last episode, we managed to enchant our sword and our pickaxe, got some amazing enchantments on those, and I just want to continue that amazing luck off with my shovel here. So I made that diamond shovel before I started recording this clip. Grabbed 3 lapis, and I noticed I could get Unbreaking 3. I think that's a great enchantment, and I'm gonna take it. And what do you know? I get Silk Touch and Efficiency 4. That is really, really lucky if you ask me. Our enchantments in this world are just so good. I am getting so lucky with the free enchantments, and I could not be happier. So, what are we going to do this episode? This episode, we are doing something very exciting. We are going to be building a nether portal and going into Minecraft's, hell dimension called the Nether. Alright guys, so you might be wondering, what is the Nether and how do we get there? So, where we've been so far this series in this beautiful blue sky, the green grass, this area, this is like Minecraft's overworld. And you know how if there's an overworld, there's an underworld. The Nether is basically Minecraft's underworld. It's basically its version of hell. It's full of lava, it's got these ugly red blocks everywhere. It's got some pretty mean mobs too. It's a kind of a dangerous place. So, how you get there is using a nether portal, and that is made with between 10 and 14 obsidian. So, I'll show you guys how to do that in a second, but first, I noticed that I had very low durability on my armor, so I grabbed some iron and some gold, and I'm just going to craft up a new set. And I'll tell you why I'm making some gold in a minute. I'm actually going to make some gold boots, I'm going to make a iron leggings, iron chest plate, and iron helmet. So, the reason I'm making gold boots is because the mobs in the nether are less likely to attack you if you're wearing gold. That's like their big thing. They love the gold. It's nice and shiny. Who doesn't love gold, right? So, that is why we're making gold. It means they're going to leave us alone. We'll be a lot safer while we're in the nether. And now, let's talk about how to make this portal. So I'm just going to run a little ways away from my house here because the portal makes some creepy noises and I don't want it right next to my base. And I'm just going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 obsidian. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Across 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll jump down and then I'll just fill this in like that. So it sort of makes a little rectangle here. Now that takes 14 obsidian, right? The reason I said it could be between 10 and 14 is because you could take out 4 obsidian from this by not using the corners. These corner blocks don't matter. I just thought since I have quite a bit of obsidian right now just from mining it with my fancy new fast pickaxe, I'd figured I'd spend my hard-earned obsidian, make my portal look kind of cool. So using that circle-y square rectangle shape there, I'm just going to run back and grab a flint and steel. So a flint and steel is used to set fires in Minecraft. Let's see here. I'm going to need a iron and a flint, as you probably could have guessed. And I will make a flint and steel. So, like I just said, flint and steel sets fires. Pretty cool, right? I'm going to set a fire right in the middle of this rectangle here, and it is going to ignite my portal, and I will be off to the nether. Boom. Crazy. It sucks all these purple particles in. You gotta say, it looks pretty cool, right? So, there's 1 or 2 more things I need to figure out before we go. Our food source, which I think we're good, check. And we need to bring a bunch of blocks to protect our portal on the other side from the mobs. So I think I'm going to bring some stone bricks. Those are pretty cool block, and I think that'll be pretty good. But I'm also going to bring some cobblestone just because it's a good throwaway block. Don't need to worry about it. And now, there is one more thing. You don't need water. Water, since it is like hell in the nether, it's really hot down there from all the lava. And because of that, water will just evaporate if you try and break it. So there's no point in trying to bring water or place water. Now, the second thing to remember is, even if your nether portal is already lit, still bring your flint and steel because there is some mobs in the nether that are capable of destroying your portal and stranding you there. So it is very important that you bring your flint and steel so that you can reignite it in case the disaster struck. So, I'm probably not going to bring this Silk Touch pickaxe. I won't need it. I will bring this one. I'll bring my other tools. I'll bring my axe. I will bring my shield, my armor. And yeah, I'll just clean out my inventory and I will be right back hopping through the Nether portal. Alright guys, I just cleaned out my inventory a little bit and we are now good to go. So, if I just step into this purple thing, my screen will start shaking, kind of making you feel a little woozy. And then before we know it, we will be in the Nether. So before I go through, I'm going to give you guys a little tip. If when you're on that little 2x1 here, it is important that you're crouching. This is because you never know if your portal is going to spawn on the edge of a cliff over like a lava ocean in the Nether. So if you weren't crouching, you would just walk right off and you could potentially fall to your death. But if you're crouching, you can edge off, you can see what's below you, and you can build out off of your portal if you need to, right? So that's pretty important, pretty solid tip. Hopefully you guys find that helpful. And now, without further ado, I am going to step into the Nether portal. Make sure I'm crouching. My screen's going to go all wonky. Purple, building terrain, and we are now about to be in the Nether. We are in the Nether, people. So, pretty evil looking place. That is a horrible mob. First thing I'm going to do is block off line of sight because I don't want that coming anywhere near my portal. That is the mob I was talking about that can destroy portals. And this mob right here is also a pretty dangerous mob. However, since I'm wearing gold, he's not going to attack me. Or, sorry, that's a different mob. I'm thinking of something completely different. But before I engage with any of these mobs, what I'm going to do is block off my portal, protect it from those horrible like white balloons that I was just looking at earlier. So that should be good. I'll light that up. I actually need to make some more torches. Do that. Okay. So, brown mushrooms. These aren't anything special. They have these in the overworld as well. And this guy right here is called a zombie piglin. He's holding a gold sword because, as I said earlier, they love gold. Good thing I'm wearing some. And like I said, he's a bit of a zombie. So, these guys come in two variants. The regular piglins and the zombie piglins. This is the zombie one. He's going to leave me alone unless I hit him. He's neutral until I punch him first. The regular piglins, on the other hand, will always attack you if you're not wearing gold armor. So, that is the reason I brought gold on me, so that the variants of them that are still sort of living are going to leave me alone. But those guys are actually pretty awesome because since they love gold, it makes sense, I guess. They drop gold nuggets and gold ingots. So these guys are essential to building gold farms, which I'll do pretty soon, I think. So, moving on. This right here is called Nether Quartz. If I break it, since I'm fortunate, I'm going to get a few. Got 4 there. That's actually pretty lucky. Nether Quartz is essential for redstone. This is our next step up so that we can upgrade our farms and make them automatic more. So what this does is it allows you to build comparators and observers. So observers detect changes in blocks in front of them. So say I had an observer looking at like a piece of a crop, and that observer is empowering a piston. It would sense that the crop is full. It would sense when the crop gets fully grown, and then it would power the piston. The piston would break it, and then I could have another contraption that places a new one using another observer, a new seed. So these guys are amazing for that reason, and they also are great for building comparators. Comparators have the power to sense like what different blocks are inside of chests. So it is really helpful for making oh that scared me. Okay. So ignoring the heart attack I just got, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Comparators are really great for like automating like that rail system I was talking about upgrading. We will need comparators and therefore nether quartz to do that. This stuff right here is called nether nylium. So it's called warped nylium, sorry. Oh, hello Enderman. I'm not going to look at you. Anyways, so this is one of the biomes in the nether. Over here, it is a nether waste. It's just a plain old netherrack right here. Pretty quick to break. This here is called a warped forest. It is the home of the enderman. There's a lot of endermen here, and there's a cool, like, turquoise wood type you can get here. It's pretty awesome. Oh boy. And yeah, I find it a pretty dangerous biome just because endermen are so strong, and if you look at them accidentally, you're kind of screwed, right? So, I guess I haven't explained this yet, but this is the regular old block in the nether. It is called netherrack. It is an ugly block, but it has its uses. You can put it in a furnace and make nether brick out of it, so I guess you could use it for that, but honestly, it's a pretty trash block. I don't love it, and I don't think many people do love it, honestly, but I'll just make a little staircase here, light it up with a few torches just so I remember where my entrance to my portal is, and I will run out here. So, that is another zombie piglin there. He's going to leave me alone. And over here we have a lava ocean, just more nether wastes. It's kind of awful if you ask me. But right here it's pretty exciting. This is our first look at nether gold. So if I break this, I'm going to get gold ingots. No gold ore like you do in the overworld, just straight gold ingots, which can be good and bad. You don't have to put it in a furnace. You just get the straight gold nuggets, or nuggets. Sorry, I was saying ingots earlier. But on the other hand, you don't always get a full gold ingot like you do in the overworld, because it takes 9 nuggets to make an ingot. But if I was to start farming a lot of that, I could get a pretty significant amount of gold. So that guy right there is a regular piglin. You see, I'll show you when I get a little closer to him, but he's not like the undead looking guy with the like the bones showing. He's just a regular living pig. So what I think I'm gonna do here is eat some food. Oh, and those are the warp biome trees I was telling you about. They look pretty cool. I love the texture of the logs you get from them. And I think I'm just going to try and get down here nice and safely. Whoops. I will do this. That. Actually, you know what? This might take a few seconds. I'll just cut here and talk to you when I get over to those piglins. Alright, guys. So I got to the bottom here just with a really weird looking staircase. I think I'm going to go run over and mine this gold ore here, because I'm going to show you something really cool you can do with gold ingots with the regular looking piglins, because like I said, they love gold. And then I think what I'm going to do is craft a crafting table here. I've gotten a lot of gold ingots actually so far. Place this down, make these gold ingots, and then where is my axe? There it is. I will just break this, move along. Okay, so I think I'm gonna run over to this warped biome first. Make sure to keep my head down, not make eye contact with these guys. I'm gonna take some more of these, because these are the things that grow these trees, and I'm just gonna grab myself some wood from this tree. Now it sounds kind of weird, I know. It's a really weird sounding block to break, but I still think it's a great block nonetheless. It looks really awesome. And inside these trees go shroomlights, which is a really cool looking block, or light source block. Now, these guys right here are called, what is it called? Warped wart blocks. These are the types of leaves that grow on these trees. Pretty cool, right? So, my inventory is filling up fast here, so I think I'm just going to break this wood here and then move along. So, nice. I'll be able to grow more of these trees eventually. I think I'm going to move along here. So, okay, the piglin came right to me. Hey buddy, come back. So, these guys are the regular living versions. You can tell just because they don't look like zombies. They're not dead. And because they have their cool looking outfits. So, if I wasn't wearing gold armor, this guy would be whacking away at me with his sword. But I can actually use gold ingots to trade with him. So if you see there L2 barter in the bottom right of my screen, if I do that, he's going to take a piece of my gold, he's going to check it out, and then he's going to give me something in return. So these guys can be used to make pretty cool farms because of that. What did I get here? I think I got more nether quartz. Let's try a couple more times, see if we can get something really cool. These guys can give you enchanted books, enchanted boots like iron, and they can give you all sorts of cool stuff. What did I get here? Oh, I got a potion of fire resistance. We'll be talking about that in another episode when we get into potion brewing. But that was a pretty lucky find. Let's try one more maybe, and then I'll leave him be. So, another thing to note about these guys is they're actually afraid of the zombie version of them. Ooh, that was cool. Soul Sand, that's a block we haven't found yet. This block is really cool for farms as well. If you place it underwater, it is going to make all the water above it suck you straight, or push, I guess you could say suck you up. I don't know if that's proper English, but it pulls you up to the highest point the water can, which is pretty cool. But if I just run over here, I'm just seeing a lot more nether waste. Nothing interesting yet. So I think I'm going to cut until I find something new. I'm just going to run around here and try and find another interesting part of the nether. Because right now, as it is, it's pretty bland. We haven't found anything interesting. And as I say that, I see this guy. So this guy right here is called a strider. These guys are like the boats of the nether. You can ride on their back using a saddle, and they are actually lava proof. So you can sit on their back and you can like ride them over top of lava oceans, which is pretty efficient nether travel if you ask me. So we'll be talking more about them at a later date. And yeah, I think I'll cut here, maybe mine a little more quartz until I find something new. Okay guys, so on my way back over to where I came from, I found this guy right here. This is called a Magma Cube. It is basically like the nether equivalent of a slime. They do way more damage, and they break into way more little pieces. But they sort of drop similar things to what slimes do. They drop magma cream, basically like the fiery version of slime. I'm just gonna keep whacking away at these guys with my looting sword. Hopefully, oh god, I'm getting juggled. But okay, I think I got them all. So magma cream is pretty awesome. You can use it to make potions of fire resistance once you get all that infrastructure set up. And you can use it to craft magma blocks, which are pretty useful. Like I said earlier, we'll get more into those at a later date. So yeah, cool. I'll cut back when I find like a new biome, I think. Alright guys, quick cutscene. While I was near the portal after that last clip, I decided I had to come back and empty my inventory. And while I was there, I decided it would probably be a good idea to craft up a bow. Guys, those big white balloon guys that we briefly saw at the very beginning of our time in the nether, we haven't really talked about them or seen them again since. But they can only really be killed with a bow because they fly around and you can't really get close to them. So I think the most efficient way to take care of them would be to craft a bow. And fish on breaking 3, power 3, that's pretty great. Power is the bow equivalent of sharpness on a sword. So that's going to increase our damage dealt with this bow quite significantly. And of course on breaking 3, it's going to make it last longer. So I'm just going to grab some arrows and I'll be back at the next interesting spot we find. Alright guys, so I have found a new biome and a really cool building here. So what this sorry, that gas was creeping me out. So basically what this biome is called is the basalt deltas. It is basically a bunch of these blocks towering up, a lot of lava, and a lot of magma cubes spawn, which is pretty dang... Oh. Oof, okay, that was a close call. So, yeah, this biome is pretty annoying. Basalt delta is not a fan just because of these damn magma cubes. But yeah, this is the real exciting thing here. This is called a Nether Fortress. This is a pre-generated structure. Oh god. Sorry, I'm just a little distracted. So the Nether Fortress is a pre-generated structure. You can find lots of cool loot in there, and there's two very unique mobs that spawn in the Nether Fortress. The Wither skeleton, which is basically a really big black skeleton that holds a sword instead of a bow, and the Blaze, which is also a very... Oh god. Oh, that almost hit me. Yeah, see, the gas blow things up. That's why you don't want them near a portal. But yeah, the Blazes and the Wither skeletons are both very important for the Minecraft bosses. You need each of those to progress to eventually get to those bosses. So this is a really great find, and I am really excited. We're going to loot this. I definitely was not expecting to find another fortress in this episode, but hey, I am definitely not going to complain. So, I'm just going to charge right past all of these stupid magma cubes. Hit that one, across the head. And I'm just going to run over here, maybe. Fill in this lava. I think I'm going to build a little staircase right here. So I will be right back, guys. And yeah, cool. Alright, guys. So I towered up here. This guy is getting in the way. Just going to kill him. And this right here is a blaze. So they look pretty cool. He's not going to hurt me right now. See how they start flaming up? That's how you know when they're going to shoot fire at you. So, block out my shield. Hit him, kill him. And I'm just going to try and take these guys out really fast. And this is a wither skeleton. These guys are really dangerous. They give you the wither effect. Things are getting really quick. Oh boy. So the wither effect is really dangerous. It does a lot of damage to you. So if a wither skeleton hits you, get to a safe spot, because you're in for a great treat. Ah, okay. I am not dying. Okay, so I'm just going to try and do this. Just going to block this off for a second. I've neutralized this spawner by lighting it up. And I'm just going to close myself off until I get a little bit of health back, and I'm going to talk. Okay, so this is a blaze spawner. Every fortress has at least one blaze spawner, and you can use these to make blaze farms. That blaze I just killed gave me a blaze rod. Wait, what? Okay, I thought it spawned a blaze somehow. Okay, so blaze rods are really important. They are essential for potion brewing, and they're essential to getting to the next dimension, but we won't talk about that for a little while longer. With blaze rods, you can make potion brewing stands, and you can make blaze powder, which is used to power those potion brewing stands. So yeah, blazes are really useful. You can also use these blaze rods as fuel. They are actually better than coal. Instead of smelting 8 items, they're going to smelt 10. Which is pretty useful. And yeah, I'll just sort of let you guys take a look at the Nether Fortress here. All these guys are warming up to shoot me. Kind of spooky. I'm just going to try and take them out from a distance because they almost killed me earlier. I haven't died to a blaze in a long time. But yeah, I think it was just the wither skeleton that really screwed me earlier. But yeah, so I'm just going to talk to you guys as I loot this. I'm very excited to find it. It looks kind of spooky right now, but this is actually a really great building to find. These are really important. And yeah, I'm going to loot this, and then we'll talk about what's... Oh, I didn't see him there. And then we'll talk about what's next. Okay, so I'm just going to run along here. There's a chest. There's some blazes up there. And I need a few more things from this Nether Fortress before we can actually call it looted. So, guys, what I'm going to do is before going through each corner, I'm going to put a 3-high little barrier on each intersection, and that is because the wither skeletons are 3 blocks tall, so I can't get ambushed from around a corner if there's a 3-block tall thing there, because that'll hit them on the head and they can't get through. So, I'm going to kill these guys. Die. Nice. Okay, so now we can loot this chest. Pretty awesome, right? Okay, I'm just going to make that protected. I'm going to kill this guy. There's a lot of mobs in the nether. So, what did we get? Wow, that's actually really good. Diamond horse armor, 3 diamonds, and a golden chest plate. That is awesome. Really great start. So, which way is next? I think this is probably nothing over here, so I'll just check this really fast. I'm going to take these guys out, and I'm going to run along. Die, blaze. Alright, nothing is over here. Nice. Okay. I'm going to run back. It's also important, when I'm in these, I always place my torches on the left side wall, because it's really easy to get lost in these. So if you place them on the left side wall when you're going back the way you came, you can tell because they'll be on your right. Make sense? Cool. So, I think I'm going to just check this level before I go down any stairs, and I can hear a skeleton. I'm not 100% if it's a wither skeleton or a regular one. Hopefully not a wither skeleton. I'm just going to keep doing that trick I was telling you guys, where you just put down these barriers to protect yourself. And, ooh, another chest. So this has a lot of lava next to it, so I'm just going to fill that in. Don't want the chest to catch on fire, right? What did we get? Whoa, 3 more diamonds and 3 gold ingots. Like I said, guys, these have great loot in them 99% of the time. You find awesome loot. So, I'm going to do this to know that's the... See? You see how they can't get through? Pretty awesome, right? Now I can just kill them. Just got his sword and his coal. Ooh, wow! So that right there is a wither skeleton head. So if you get 3 of those, you can actually spawn one of Minecraft's bosses, which is pretty cool. We are definitely not doing that yet. That is a horrible idea because we will die very, very quickly. But pretty soon, I think we will be able to do that. Just going to keep doing this. Get a few more blocks. Do this. And, alright, this is the other important room. Oh boy. Okay, I'm just going to back up to here. Take him out. Come on, buddy. Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to put another barrier in here. Place a torch on the left. And this right here is called Nether Wart. This is the other important part of potion brewing. So, I'm just going to put another barrier down just in case. And I'll pick all that up. So, Nether Wart is really, really awesome. You can grow it on soul sand just like any other crop, but you need to grow it on the soul sand, so I'm going to take this with me. I got a bit of it earlier from that trading with that piglin, but obviously I'm going to want more eventually, so I'm just going to take all of this. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'll mine my way out of here, and now I think we are pretty well done with this Nether Fortress, unless I find some more chests somewhere along. But I don't think that's very likely. So what I'm going to do is head back the way I came, and we're going to do something else really exciting with this Nether Fortress. Alright guys, so this episode has already run way too long, and I'm only like halfway through the recordings I want to use for it. So what I'm going to do is cut the episode off right here, and I'll be releasing an episode 6.5 right after this one. So stay tuned for that. It will be coming very, very, very shortly. And yeah, see you soon. This is Alchemy Gaming signing out. See ya.